Okay, let's take a look at part 3 of this standard, recognizing and generating simple equivalent fractions and explaining why the fractions are equivalent. So in the first part of this video, we looked at the pizza. The second part, we looked at getting fractions as they get bigger. Now we're going to look at them when they get smaller. So let's just say, for example, we have the fraction 4 sixteenths. All right, and we would like to see this fraction over 2 over something. We don't know what it is, okay? But we know when we go from the 4 to the 2 that we are getting smaller. And because we're getting smaller, we are going to divide. All right? And we are going to divide by what? 4 divided by what gives us 2? And that's 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So 16 divided by 2 is 8. So is 4 sixteenths equivalent to 2 eighths? Well, let's see here. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4 sixteenths. And come all the way up here. And we'll see what we have. And here's the eighths. There's 1 and there's 2. So that is right. Okay? What if I took it one step further and said, okay, this is now a 4. All right. Actually, no, this is a 1. Okay? So 4 divided by what number gives me 1? Now, anytime we get to that 1, it's going to be that number itself. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. So 16 divided by 4 is 4. And we can also see up here that this 1/4 right here fits the bill for having being equivalent. All right, we can even take it. Let's do this. Let's make this a well, let's just go ahead. We'll move on to the next one here. Let's see, 4 sixteenths and well, we'll just go to this one. Let's look at another one here. Let's take a look at 6/9, and we will have that equal to 2 somethings. Don't know what those are. All right, so we went from a 6 to a 2. We got smaller, so we're going to divide. 6 divided by 2 gives me what number? Or 6 divided by what number gives me 2? 6 divided by 3 gives me 2. So 9 divided by 3 gives me 3. So is 6/9. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6/9. Is that equal to 2/3? You bet. Right here. There's 1/3 and 2/3. Okay. Let's move on to one where we have to figure it out from the top. So let's look at the fraction. We'll look at the fraction 6/12. And that is going to be equal to something over let's do 3. We'll do 6. There we go. So here I am from the 12 to the 6. I got smaller, so I need to divide. 12 divided by what number gives me 6? That's going to be 2. So I need to do the same thing up here. 6 divided by 2 gives me 3. So is 6/12 equal to 3/6? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6/12. And is that equal to 3/6? Well, here's 1, there's 2, and there is 3. So that works just fine. Let's take a look at one more before I throw a curveball at you. Okay? And let's see if we can't get, let's see if we can't get one that's a little bit more difficult. Let's go 8/10 is equal to something over 5. So from the 10 to the 5, we got smaller, so we're going to divide. 10 divided by what number gives me 5? That's 2. So 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. Let's double check this theory. Here's our tenths. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So, do we get 4/5? Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes, it stops right on that line right there. So we do get 4/5. All right, so what about one like this? And this one I'm really going to throw a curveball at you. Okay? And let's say I've got, we'll start off easy and say 1/3 is equal to 4/9. Is this statement true? All right. Is this statement true? Well, from 1 to the 4 we got larger, so we multiplied. Well, 1 times 4 gives me 4. Down here I went from the 3 to the 9, which means I got larger. 3 times 3 gives me 9. But you can see there's a problem here, and that is we did not use the same number. So if I look at 1/3, is 1/3 the same as 4/9? Here's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. All right, so they are not the same. So please make sure that if you are going larger or smaller, that you are using the same number. Okay? And that should help us to make sense of this. Number sense, recognizing, generating simply equivalent fractions. Why are they equivalent? And then just using various strategies, especially multiplication and division.